Raw Carnivore OMAD, day 23, January 5th. Before I show you the meal I broke my fast with, let's take a detour. Great bookstore in Chicago, 6239 North Clark. Heirloom books. Ooh. I love used bookstores.
Play a wall.
Okay.
Wall to wall is science fiction.
Ah. In the bookstore, and I find this very old book. To lower my cholesterol, I should be eating some untraditional oatmeal cookies with half a cup of brown sugar. Ha 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 ha. Sweet potato and apple cobbler. Wow. Cut your risk of heart attack by more than half in the 8-week cholesterol cure. 2 million copy hardcover bestseller I found at this used bookstore. Increase your chances for a long and healthy life. Limit the amount of cholesterol produced by the body by eating things like canned fruit muffins with vegetable oil. I love this bookstore. Just found a great comedic book entitled Diet for a Strong Heart. Dietary guidelines for prevention of high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Uh-oh, of course, elevated lipid levels. And let's see what it says right here. Oh, during medical school, I began to see more and more how the intake of certain substances contributed to illness and degeneration. It was easy to see how alcohol contributed to liver disease, pancreatitis, and GI problems, and how diets high in animal foods, dairy foods, and eggs contributed to cardiovascular disease, as did obesity in general. It's already getting so funny. Let's see some of the recipes they talk about to help prevent heart disease and stroke. Whole wheat bread, fried noodles. Toss. I don't believe in book burning, but I'm tempted. I found yet another gem in this used bookstore. The Cholesterol Control Cookbook. 250 low-fat recipes to lower your cholesterol. Let's see. Ooh. Chocoholics chocolate cake. White flour. Sugar. Canola oil. Yeah, that'll actually kill me. This is Heirloom Books on Clark. Best bookstore in Chicago. Here is my January 5th meal. Stay tuned for a post-meal confessional. Because I want to be transparent, this is my post-meal confessional after my January 5th OMAD. I can binge on keto and carnivore. I am not satiated like other people have talked about for themselves. I fast to control my binges. I was told to eat 3 times a day and stop fasting, that this would prevent binging, and it hasn't. Instead, I end up binging 3 times a day, so I continue to fast. At least with fasting, if I binge, it's just once a day. I switched to raw carnivore to make my food as bland as possible, plus it takes a long time to eat. And if I end up binging on carnivore as opposed to carbs, I've mentioned this before, the metabolic damage and weight gain is negligible. I have been told, again, that keto carnivore, raw carnivore will satiate me, and none of them do. Although they have improved my signals, it's not fully healed. And I can trace this back, not to some traumatic event, but I can trace the beginning of my binge eating to 2009, could have been 2008, when I competed in a bikini competition and restricted with what I ate It's about 1,200 calories a day, but sometimes even less. Low fat, lean protein. Before the bikini comp, I actually had a healthy relationship with food. I barely thought about it. After the bikini comp, I binged for over a decade. So right now, I fast at least 22 hours, which I can do effortlessly, but that seems to be my magic number. You can't do extended fast, it's a little hard now. But 22 hours I can do, and it's effortless. But eating, when I break my fast, this is where I falter. You saw the pictures of my meals, but I ate more than that. Yesterday, I planned 1 pound of ground beef, 4 ounces of suet, which is my fave fat, by the way. That should keep me full, right? And that will stop me from any binging, but no. I also had 1 piece of salmon and 3 eggs. I finished. And then I went back for more beef, more suet. I think it ended up being 1/2 pound of suet. Yeah, just calculate that, okay, on your MyFitnessPal. Tell me how many calories that is and how much, just. And also 4 pieces of bacon, which was not in that picture. At that point, I felt nauseated and overly stuffed. I could feel my food start to come up. Not that I was trying to vomit, but that's exactly how I felt. But it doesn't mean just because I'm weight stable, I like to feel that full, that I need to throw up. I didn't, but it wrecked my evening. So I really need to keep my eating window when I break my fast at an hour, or maybe even less, and force myself to leave the table. If I don't, I eat until I can't, even on carnivore. And this is why I fast now. Having that overstuffed feeling 3 times a day sucks. And I'd rather do it once and be done. Again, carnivore, raw carnivore has helped me. Weight gain is negligible, if at all. My binge episodes are not as frequent. They used to be daily. Maybe it's now, the past 2 weeks, once a week or twice a week. That's it. But even that is too much for me. And I am embarrassed to admit this to the keto carnivore people. I feel like a fail. But I'm going to keep carnivoring on, raw carnivore, because by far that has been the best way of eating that has helped me control my binge issues. And again, I'd rather binge on carnivore once a week than binge on cake every day for months. So that's my confessional. Thanks for listening. Bye.